Flawsome. Hi, hello. Showmax. Hi. Cause really, just see how Ramat was rescued. Like, how did that happen? I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But we'll see that much later in this recap video. And please, who is taking me out for dinner? Cause everybody's just going on dinner. Abdul and Dolapo, Aosa, Ivie are going on a lunch date. Then we had Udak and Ramat go on dinner. Everybody just going for dinner. I'm just like, hey, please, what? Please send my location, please, because I need to go for one ASAP. And Aosa and Ivie finally sharing a kiss. Oh my goodness. But at the same time, we were still basking in the euphoria of that kiss, and before we turned back, everything just scattered, everything just messed up, everything just bust. And Udak has been humbled. Baba went on his knees. Oh, Timmy finally got served. Timmy is finally paying for his misbehavior. And back to Ivie and Aosa. Oh, what do you guys think? Do you think Ivie was, do you think she overreacted with how she's handling things with Aosa and Ivie? Or you're like, yes, girl, like, give it to him hot. Like, don't listen to him. You love the way she handled things. Let me know in the comments, but we'll break this down much better in the recap video. And in case you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Just in case you missed it, you guys, we are over 2,000 subscribers on here. We hit the 2,000 subscriber milestone some days back, and God, that 2K wasn't urgent at all. It took a long time, but I am still grateful regardless for all the love, support, view, the likes, shares, comment, views, all of those things that came together into making this channel and still keeping this channel. I really do not take you guys for granted. Thank you so much for always coming back to like my videos, to watch my videos, to share my videos, just to see what this girl is up to on this space, if she has packed up and left or not. I can't say thank you enough. And in case you're a new subscriber, you made that happen, you joined the farm, welcome back to the channel. Or you're just in my channel for the first time, you're just listening to my voice and you're wondering what's this all about, who is she? Welcome to the channel. My name is Aderonkeolorunsuyi. I make reviews on movies, TV shows, and all of that good stuff. And today, like you can tell, we are talking about Flawsome episode 12. I have a playlist for the entire season, so please check it out on my channel and knock yourself out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We still have a target of 5,000 subscriber milestone to hit, so let's make that happen. Thank you so much. So yes, let's start with the obvious. Ramat, we saw that back and forth. We saw Ramat and God power, where she was like, oh, so you're evil, I can't believe me. I was also saying that this guy should have like a bit or piece of genuinity. Like, okay, he's been pursuing, in quotes, this woman. He should feel some sort of remorse for her. If you can help her escape. I don't even know that was in Delulu land, because the guy had no plans to break out Ramat at all. All he was going to do for her was to make sure that she ends up in a place that is comfortable enough for her, but her going back to her family and her old life was out of the picture. And I'm like, goodness, like, it wasn't playing. But thankfully, Ramat was rescued. Chike was able to speak to Aosa. I think that's why they were able to get the location, and Chike and his guys came in. I'm like, if it's that easy to assemble squad member in Nigeria, it would be good though, because everything just said pum pa. Before we knew it, guns were here and they were okay, whatever. After everything, when everybody was gathered, not Ramat saying, but the plan worked. I'm like, really, Ramat? Really? And of course, Chike mentioned to Dolapo that I can now understand why he didn't want are as a part of the plan. Like, man, imagine just going off like that without telling us, without consulting us, without bringing everybody on board. It was so risky, it was so dangerous. I mean, it could have been so bad. And yeah, she apologized to the girls. I'm talking about Ramat, and I liked how they treated her in that scene. Like, girl, clean the lies around your mouth, because we know you're not going to change. And just like they predicted, she went on and on about talking about how she needs to make Smart pay, because Chike told her that, even though they've been able to apprehend God power, they still need some things to tie Smart in and make him confess. And then she now took it upon herself and she's saying, I need to think of ways to make Smart. I'm like, girl. And the way Aosa responded was exactly how anybody would have responded. Like, are you out of your mind? Just come out of a major danger. Like, don't you want to leave? Are you not scared for your life? And you just want to play the superhero? It is annoying, girl. Get a grip of yourself. And the way he walked away, and then she tried to want to bring Ivie into the mix by saying, oh, can you see the way she's talking to me like a teenager? And I love the way Ivie handled it. Like, I don't want it to get into the mix or whatever, it just happened between the both of you, but girl, you need to back off. Like, stop this, it's not funny. Like, nobody would give you a hug after hearing what you've just said. Like, just get a life, do something else, forget this Smart story. It is not your job description. And her running off to Dolapo and complaining about the same thing, and the way Dolapo put her in her place. Like, girl, I had to mourn my niece and also start sitting down and thinking about how to rescue you, and thinking about the possibilities of all the dangerous things that could be happening to you right now, and you're coming to tell me somebody lashed out at you for wanting to go back into danger. Yes, of course, nobody would tell you to go on, girl, you're a superhero. Like, I liked how these people are still telling each other the truth, and everybody's putting Ramat in her place. Like, use your brain, young woman. And this old divorce thingy, when Udua called and said he already got a lawyer, they should meet up. Oh, where did Udua find that lawyer? Like, where are you from? Like, from where? Who get lawyer? Like, him coming to say, oh, how they want to get the house. I think it was Ramat's lawyer that suggested or started off that conversation, and him saying, oh, the business they both started, his client started off the business with Rama. And I like how Udua told him that we are not that kind of couple. We just want a very smooth divorce. Let everybody go their separate ways. But regardless, I'm still going to be there for her whenever she needs me. I'm just like, who says that at the table where you guys are discussing divorce? Like, you people are one special kind of couple. Like, it was clear that the divorce wasn't going to go through. I was quite disappointed with the lawyer. Like, didn't you brief your clients before coming on board? Like, why are you coming here to say nonsense, and your clients have to be correcting you and be saying, oh no, we're not doing all of those? I just felt like that was unprofessional on the side of the lawyer, and I think that's as regards to the writing of that scene with respect to the lawyer. But yeah, we saw how Udua went on his knees and pleaded. Was at the point? But yeah, Isha pleaded with her to have one last dinner with her, and then after that dinner she can make up her mind finally. And when the dinner eventually happened, Baba came gun blazing. Baba came with all his weapon. Baba came ready for the dinner. He came with a PowerPoint presentation, came with everything. If you know, you know. He came with everything he had to convince Ramat that, babe, let's not do this. And we saw how that scene ended. I mean, I'm happy for the both of them. We can tell that they really, really love each other. And like I already said, like my previous recap video, I didn't think the divorce was going to go through, because that's like Ramat's marriage is like a core part of her character, and if that gets taken out, a character is just going to be somehow. I mean, both of them love each other. Like, it was something they could work with. But I just liked how, Ramat made it clear to Udua that you cannot toss me away whenever you feel like you cannot wake up one morning and be asking for a divorce, because I can do the same to you and you will feel it. And she sure did. But I think that's enough. I mean, I spent 10 minutes talking about Ramat. I'll be 7 minutes talking about Ramat. So the divorce is in the trash. That's gone. Now moving on to Dolapo. That scene where Dolapo was on the phone with Abdul, and Abdul was saying a lot of sweet things. Oh, I wish I could be with you, when they were preparing for the elections. And it was so awkward that he was saying all of those things on speaker to Dolapo when Sarah was in front of Dolapo. Like, it was supposed to be a work meeting, of course. That was why our phone was on speaker, so they could deliberate and talk. And Abdul just swayed into something else, and of course he didn't know Sarah was there. It was so awkward, and the way she was like telling Sarah that he's just a client, and she was like, I really don't care. I really don't care, or I don't mind Dolapo. And she was like, no, like I'm explaining myself. She was like, you really don't have to. I love that boss and an employee relationship that they both share. And you just see the way Dolapo was blushing. Hey, I was like, hey, my girl is gone. She is gone. She's gone. Somebody please bring her back. But yes, let her still be in that zone. She is so gone. Then we saw that they prepared for the election and Abdul's father won. I felt that election thingy was so, it felt rushed. It felt, but we don't know. I mean, that's not the core aspect of the series, so I understand why they did not give so much attention to that part of the story, but it was developing alongside all that drama. But we saw that they won, and I was just like, so Ranti did nothing. Hey, we really cannot predict Showmax and the writer and everything, but I really liked that, Ranti did not come and bombard her with problems. And we saw that they won, and it was really exciting for the both of them. And him calling her to say thank you, sending her flowers, bringing flowers to her house, and also coming to ask her for like a thank you dinner. And Folarin was present, and the way she was like, no, sorry, and Folarin was like, yes, and I was like, thank you, my brother. And the way Folarin was looking, I'm like, Baba, you for against this relationship? Because we were for, and if you're against it, I cannot understand why you're against it. Because his expression was very funny. It was acting like a very jealous elder brother. I think it makes sense now, because he's Dolapo's elder brother. Imagine your younger sister being asked out and being serenaded. Will I put it like that? Like being asked out by a man in front of you. I understand why now, but even though he is in support, he just had to put on that elder brother ego or elder brother charade. But yeah, it makes sense now. The audacity of Ranti to show up at her office saying things like, why would you like to steal from me? Why do you like to take everything that belongs to me? Saying he got fired. I'm like, oh, you got fired? Oh, so sad, boo. Get out. And I like the way Dolapo has always kept Ranti in his place. I feel like only a few times we see Ranti successfully crawl under her skin. For the most part of it, she's always said everything she wants to say, and I like that this scene was no difference. Like, she was like, you played dirty, you feel like you need to compete, you feel like you need to go after what is everybody's, you feel like you constantly need to snatch on people. That's why terrible things happen to you. You do things from a place of negativity. I'm like, yes, tell him, because he needs to hear. But all in all, Ranti looked torn and devastated. He looked shocked. He looked like he did not expect the elections to go that way. He looked like he didn't expect himself to get sacked as well. I felt for him a tad bit, because his guy needs therapy, and we don't know where he encountered hate or negativity as a child that made him grow up into a man that feels like he needs to fight for everything and not fight from a good place but from a bad place. So he needs some healing. But I mean, boy, we don't care. Go somewhere else and get your healing from there. But I like that Dolapo trashed him, and he still went on to threaten her that she will regret it, he will be back and all of those things. But I mean, I think that should be left to season 3 if we get any. But at this point, Ranti should turn a new leaf and maybe become a pastor. I mean, he doesn't have a job now. Turn a new leaf and give his life to Christ. Regardless of the kind of conversation that happened earlier on in the episode between Dolapo and Ramat on the phone, where Dolapo was shouting at her and telling her like, this is your place, stay there, you're not a detective. It was so nice to see them still bond over a glass of wine, talking, and just having that very good moment. And I like, that's one thing I appreciate about the friendship that these people share, like the ladies, and just friendship overall, good friendship. Like, regardless of when we need to talk to each other and tell each other the truth, even though it's so painful and sour, we can still have moments where we'll sit down, relax, and just act like nothing just happened. And I really love that. But the switch when Ramat discovered that Ivie and Ifeyinwa were on their way into the building or into the apartment, the way she switched, went to trash out the wine and change it to water. I mean, at first I was like, if it's only Ivie that is coming, what's going on? Why is she turning away the wine? I mean, I understand that they were trying to paint a scenario where Dolapo was still trashing Ramat out, and it wasn't like a a pleasant visit and we're drinking wine. They can't be drinking wine and telling each other the truth. So I mean, I get that, but then again, if he's not supposed to be drinking, so it won't make sense for them to be drinking wine in front of her. And I mean, that probably explains why she changed it to water. But I was just like, that switch was so funny. And then when they came in, Dolapo was still trying to talk to Ramat and tell her to do better, and Ivie was like, oh, this is where you've been hiding, and that. I'm just like, these ladies, like, such a vibe whenever they are together. But I really love it for them. Before that even happened, the conversation she herself and Dolapo were having, and I think she mentioned something about Abdul, and the way her face lit up, like Ramat was like, oh, you like him, you definitely like him, so what's going on? That conversation made Dolapo realize that she thinks she wants a baby more than she wants a companion. Like her brother losing his child, she was really looking forward to having a baby in the building, having a baby in the house. You guys just imagine if Sedi, I mean, I'm not trying to be a bad person, but imagine if Sedi had that child, and with the way Dolapo is talking now, say she was expecting a child, so Dolapo was willing to allow Sedi stay in that house with her child. She would have regretted it, because Dolapo would do the bulk of the job. Dolapo will almost run mad. I mean, God understands is the way he does things and his plan. I mean, you guys just imagine if Sedi had that child in that building, like had that child and started to stay in the Dolapo's house. It would not be funny. It would not be funny. But yeah, that's aside. But that was a very interesting discovery about, Dolapo. I think she didn't even realize that until that conversation happened, and it just goes to show how we discover new things about ourselves every day. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see if that's that new thing about Dolapo would affect what she's going to have with Abdul. But like Ramat already said, she thinks it's best that she starts off with a partner, starts off with a companion, so she doesn't have to do the motherhood thing alone, and doesn't have to be a nanny and a child 24/7, which made a lot of sense. Enough of Dolapo, please. Enough of Dolapo. No. Before we move on, that date, or that dinner date between Abdul and Dolapo, oh my god, it left me smiling so much. I was smiling from the beginning to the end of that dinner, just like, hey, this love, Usha. And then he finally asked her to be his girlfriend. I'm like, yes, man, since when? Finally, you popped the question. Like, not that question, but like, you finally asked. We thought you were not going to ask. And I don't think Dolapo has given a response just yet, but I mean, I think we already know what's gonna happen. But that's really interesting. I really liked that for the both of them. Now down to Ify. We saw how Ify told the girls about the offer that she got to become the CEO for the new company, and I'm surprised that she's saying she's not sure she's going to take, the offer. Like, she doesn't feel like that's what the company needs. I'm like, I don't understand though. I mean, I can understand as well, but I just feel like taking that option would be best for her, especially with the presence of Timmy. But now we saw that she had this conversation with this Osto man. I don't know why I keep calling him Osto. I never get his name. But I think we all can agree that he told her nothing but the truth with regards to Timmy, and how she's been handling it. Like, she's been allowing her past romantic relationship with him to kind of cloud how she's been like mingling with him, put him in his place a long time ago, so many times. Well, because of that history they share, she's been very lenient with him and all that. Also, we saw that when she had that therapy session that week, we saw part of the things they discussed, and one of the assignment that was given to her by her therapist, that she needs to deal with Timmy the professional way, away from their issue, away from the fact that they used to be together. And we saw that she finally did that, and Timmy got sued. You look on his face when he read the content of the letter that was handed over to him. He did not expect it, and now we are hearing that he wants to counter sue. I'm like, Timmy, who are those people advising you? Are you the one advising yourself? Hey, you want clerk love, Sha? I don't know. It's not giving me butterflies. It's not even giving me warm. But yeah, that is still happening. They are still now spending time together, so much time together. And we saw that Clark discovered a bottle of drink in somewhere in the house, and I'm just like, hey, is Ifeyinwa still drinking? She's drinking on the side. But I mean, like she explained, it's just one of those bottles that she keeps around. I mean, and the fact that it's a drawer that she doesn't really go to all the time, he explains why she skipped that when she was cleaning the house. And I mean, Clark was very lenient with her. I was understanding, and he acknowledged her strength and her resilience, and he was like, you're doing good, you're doing great, you can do this, babe. And I felt that was really cute of him. Yeah, give that to them. But the fact that she could not toss the drink away herself, I mean, it says a lot, but I understand that it's a journey and it will take time. It's not something she can just do like that, so makes sense. Yeah. Now down to the last but not the least, Ivie. We saw that Aosa shared his kidnapping story, or his kidnap story, with Ivie, and explained that he got kidnapped as a child. I mean, that explains why he lashed out so much at Ramat when Ramat still insisted on trying to rope Smart into the story and still go back into danger. Like, it was triggering for him, and that explains why they finally kissed, Ivie and Aosa. And I'm like, long time coming, you guys. But just before we were still trying to enjoy the whole idea of them kissing, everything just scattered when Aosa was talking about, he has to go to HQ, it will be going soon. And I liked how she asked that, please, where is HQ? And it was saying New York. And she was like, where did I come in all of those plans? Like, where am I in all of this, your plans? Like, did you start this off knowing fully well that you weren't going to be here for a long time? And you didn't bother to tell me, and you just let me allow my feelings fly. I just feel like Ivie should have allowed him speak. Like, she have allowed him say everything he wants to say. Everything he wants to say. And then she can now, but also she's in her feelings, she's hurt. Considering what she has been through with Tessie and Poju, like, now another man is here, and of course she's like, this is like a going around the circle kind of situation. I know what you want to say. I've been there, I've done that, so I really don't want to even hear your part. So I understand maybe that's why she didn't listen to him, but I wish she did. But at the same time, we can understand why she did not. And Aosa is going around, going to her house, trying to beg. Even Ramat puts mouth, as we know Ramat to be. I'm just like, what is all this nonsense, Aosa? What is all this nonsense? And then he now came and worsened the situation by saying he was thinking she would come to New York with him. I'm like, boy, are you funny? Are you funny though? Like, what happens to her career? Do you just think she will pack her career and live with you? You guys have barely known each other 6 months. Like, excuse you? And I just feel like it's something that you should have hinted at when they were still talking. So she should have been able to make a decision of if she would allow her feelings grow or not. But this thing is easier said than done, Sha. I really don't know where I stand between the both of them, but with what Ivie's eyes are seeing, her actions are justified. When she's ready to talk, like she said, she would call on him and they would have a proper conversation. We saw that she finally found a workspace, like a good space for her fashion studio, so like her career is coming around nicely. But do you guys think she overreacted with the Aosa drama? Let me know in the comment section. Oh my god, this review is so long. Did I leave out anything? I really do not think so. Guys, let me know how you felt about this episode. How did you feel when Ramat was rescued? Like, how easy it was? What do you think about Abdul and Dolapo's relationship? Did you feel sorry for Ranti when he lost his job? Who else? Are you feeling Clark and Ifeyinwa's love, their relationship? And do you think Ivie needs to calm down and listen to Aosa? Let me know in the comments. And yes, I don't even think I need to ask, of course you were excited that Ramat and Udak came back together in such an interesting way. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, share this video as well, and I'll see you in my next recap video. Until then, make sure to remain happy because you owe it to yourself. Bye guys.